Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited to be sharing an update with you guys on my makeup use up project, or my 18 in 2018. That's what I titled it this year. So as you guys know, I like to do these projects once a year where it's like a year-long project. I pick a certain amount of products that I want to try to use up that year. And most of the time, the products that I'm selecting for these projects are things that are going to go bad soon or are almost gone. So either if they're going to go bad soon, I know I'm going to have to throw them out by the end of the year, so I just kind of want to throw them in the project, try to use them up all the way before I have to throw them away. Or if it's something that's almost gone, I'm like, oh, I should just finish that up and get it out of my collection. So that's kind of what I use for criteria most of the time for picking these products. But anyway, today what we're doing is an update. So I have 18 products here that I've been working on trying to use up since the beginning of this year, and I do have quite a few that I finished off, so I'm really excited to share with you guys my progress. Before I show you what I used up since my last update, I am doing quarterly updates, so this is my second update. So real quick, in case you missed the first update, I'll show you the items that were finished off as of my last update. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna start with the products that I used up as of my first update. So within the first, quarter of the year. So the first thing was the Pure 4-in-1 face powder. I really do enjoy this powder. I did not have a hard time using this up, so that one went really quick. It's kind of gross and messy, sorry about that. But yeah, as you can see, I did finish this one off, and that was very easy to do. I would definitely repurchase this. I just have way too much face powder right now. You guys would have just seen in my face powder collection video. Yeah, I have way too much, and I definitely don't need to repurchase this right now, but it is one that I would repurchase in the future if I were to need another face powder. And then the other thing that I finished up last time was the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, which is so exciting. Now this palette, I had finished off the first two shades last year because this was in my project last year, so I didn't use up this whole palette in 3 months. But I did finish these two, like I said, last year, and I finished off this one within the first quarter. Now I was working, like I said, this was in my project last year, so I was working on the whole palette last year. I just didn't quite get this one done, so there was still quite a bit of product in here, but it wasn't hard for me to use up. These Hourglass powders are super finely milled, so when you do go into them, they're so soft, you go through them pretty quickly. So this was not too challenging. Definitely worked on it for a long time though. Like I said, it's been in a project for, almost a year and a half, but I did really enjoy this palette. I would definitely repurchase this palette. Once again, I have too many powders right now, so it's not going to be something I do in the near future, but something I would definitely like to have in my collection again. So now that I've showed you what I already finished last time, let's get into the products that I've finished since my last update, which was really exciting because I have quite a few here to show you. So the first thing that I was able to finish off in the last few months is this Marc Jacobs eyebrow pencil. I knew this would not be too challenging this year. I knew that if I put this in my project, I'd be able to use it up. I can't roll it up anymore. It's totally gone, but it is a micro pencil. It's very similar to the Anastasia brow pencil, so I really enjoyed it a lot. Hi, sweetie.
Okay.
Okay, bye. So the kids are home for the summer, so you're gonna see them popping in and out of videos a lot, especially Lexi, and she's trying to sneak in, so you'll see this door kind of opening and closing, but it's just Lexi. Okay, so yeah, this brow pencil, what was I saying? I really like it. I would definitely consider purchasing it again. The only thing is it's a little bit, I think it's a few dollars more than my Brow Wiz, so for me I'm like, I'll just save a few bucks and continue to buy the Brow Wiz, but I did like it a lot.
Okay.
I see you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, love you.
No, goodbye forever.
No.
Videos.
So yeah, that one is done. So the next thing that I was able to finish off this time is the Nars Pro Prime Primer. This was not hard for me to use either because I really enjoyed it. So I went through it fairly quickly. I mean, it did take me a good almost 6 months to go through it, but I was using it like every day because I really enjoyed it. It's very hydrating, it's really nice. They have since discontinued this particular primer. They came out with some new ones, and I'm not sure from the new ones what would be the most similar to this one, but I did really enjoy it. I would repurchase it if I had the opportunity, but it's a really nice primer. The next item I was able to finish off is from Lancome, and this is the I'm gonna butcher the name. I'm just gonna butcher it. Efferkern's concealer. I do already have a full size of this exact same concealer, so I wanted to use up this little baby size that I got as like a free sample. It's one of my favorite concealers. I think it's really, really nice, really good amount of coverage. It's hydrating so it doesn't crease underneath the eye. I definitely recommend it. I think it's a great concealer, but yeah, I was able to finish off this little baby size. Okay, and then the next item that I'm going to call an empty because it unfortunately went bad on me. This was in my project last year. I wasn't able to get it done, so I rolled it over, and I knew it was going to go bad soon because it's old, but I was hoping I could use it up before it did. And unfortunately, the last time I tried to use this, it was tasting sour. So I was like, oh no, it's done. And that's from Bare Minerals. It's their Moxie lip gloss, and it's in the shade Daredevil. When it's all settled down, it's been sitting on its side, but when it's all settled down, it's just about half full right now. And it was just a baby size, but unfortunately, I just have a really difficult time using up lip products. They're really hard for me to go through. So I didn't quite get this one done, but I feel good. Like, I feel like I got a lot of use out of this. This came in like one of those little sampler kits a long time ago, so I feel like I definitely got my money's worth out of it, and it's not something I liked enough that I would want to repurchase it anyway, so I feel like I got my money's worth. I don't feel bad about throwing that away. Alright, so those are all the products that are considered done for the project so far. So basically I've finished 6 out of 18 so far, which is not great considering we're halfway through the year. However, I usually do notice that in these projects I make most of my progress near the end of the year, because at the beginning of the year you're just kind of getting through the like top layers, and then it all kind of ends at once. Does that make sense? You kind of like finish up the last bit at once. But anyway, so I still have 12 more products to finish off, but I will show you my progress on those products. And I want to start with this one here for the unfinished products, because I have technically hit my goal on this, but I extended my goal to try to finish it off. So originally I told you guys I just wanted to hit pan on this little bronzer from Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer in a mini size. I did have this in my project last year as well and ended up rolling it over because I didn't even hit pan. But I finally have got some pan showing. I think I had like a dot of pan showing on my last update, but I've expanded it out, so as you can see, there's quite a bit of pan showing now. And the outside part where there is product is really thinning out. So I'll give you guys a close-up. So hopefully it's kind of hard to tell with these products, but hopefully you can see, yeah, not only is there pan showing, but it is starting to thin out around the outer edges as well. And I have been using this like crazy. This bronzer is a little bit deep for me, so this time of year in the summer is my best chance to get through it. So I've been using this nearly every day. I don't have it on today, but almost every day I've been wearing this, and I think I could use this all the way up this year. I'm really, really hopeful that I will, because I have it in a full size and I just want to get this little baby size out of my collection. So hopefully I can use this up this year. I think I have a chance to do that. Next up, I have a little eyeshadow from ColourPop that I'm trying to use up. Again, this was, I think, a rollover from last year. This is the ColourPop shadow in the shade Winnie, and it's one of the Super Shock. Oh, it just crumbled on me. One of the Super Shock shadows. So these are really creamy, and I feel like it's easy to hit pan, but then it's hard to use it up. And when I went to swatch it, I just crumbled it a little bit, but I'll show you. There's a swatch of it. It's kind of a coppery, golden coppery shade. All right, so like I said, I went to swatch it and it kind of crumbled. So the product has just moved around now, but I haven't been using this much, to be very honest. Like, I need to dip into this more. I know that I do. I just haven't been feeling like wearing this color, so I don't want to force myself to use something I'm not really into right now, and I do usually like it. It's just recently I haven't been wanting to wear it. So yeah, I haven't really made much progress on this particular eyeshadow. I feel like in the fall I'll want to use it again, but I just haven't been wanting to wear it, so. Okay, so I have another eyeshadow. This is from MAC. It's the Peek at You eyeshadow. This is discontinued, but it's kind of, it's more of a highlight, I feel like. I wear it more as a highlight than an eyeshadow. It's super sheer, so it doesn't like have a lot of color to it, so for that reason I don't wear it on my eyes too often. So it's right here. It's gonna be hard to see. It's kind of it reminds me of Nars Albatross, but not as pigmented. It's just like a really light pale yellow gold, and it's very subtle. So I do like using this as a face highlight, but I just, even when I use it, I don't use a lot. I'm very light-handed with my highlighters. As you guys can see, I like to wear highlighter, but I go really lightly with it. So for that reason, I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to hit pan on this. I'm trying, we'll see, but I don't think you guys will see any progress on this, to be honest. Like, I feel like it looks the same. There's no dip or anything yet. These kinds of products are really difficult for me to use. Okay, next up I have another highlighter. This one is from ColourPop and it's the Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. I love the color of this. It's a really cool color. It has that almost like wet glossy kind of look. So I do like wearing this on the inner corner of my eye or as a face highlight, but you can see it's a lot more intense than the last one. And like I said, it gives you that really like wet kind of metallic look. It's really pretty. On the inner corner on an eye look, it's stunning. Like, it really just brightens everything up. In fact, I should have wore that today because I feel like my eye look is looking a little blah. Let me pop that in here. So yeah, as you can see, I really like the way it just kind of brightens up the inner corner of the eye, and I wear this quite a lot on the inner corner mostly. And like I said, every once in a while as a face highlight, but it is a little intense. I'll give you guys a close-up. So that is where I'm at right now. There is starting to be a bit of a dip in the center, but it's not like a super big dip yet, and definitely no pan showing yet. Okay, there's gonna be so many interruptions in my filming. It's gonna take me like 3 times as long to edit my videos now that the kids are home. Anyway, next, this product I can't really give you guys like a visual update on, but this is from Benefit. It's the Air Patrol eyelid primer. I will not repurchase this. I do not like the packaging. It leaks in between uses, so it's always like gunky and gross, and for that reason I feel like I reach for it less often because I have to clean it off every single time before I use it, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, it's one of those where you do the clicky, 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 and then it comes out through here. It's an eyelid primer. It has a tint to it. It has like a dark yellow tint, so it's really nice if you have discoloration on your eye because it does cancel out the discoloration. And I think it's a good lid primer. It's just the packaging that drives me crazy. And now, see, I can't get it out because it's been a while since I've used it. It's hard to know how much is left in these things because you feel like you're almost done with it because you have to click a ton and then all of a sudden a ton comes out, so it's, I don't know. It's a weird packaging. The packaging drives me nuts. Okay, well, I think I'm done with it because I've been sitting here clicking this thing for 2 minutes and I can't get any out. I was gonna show you guys the color. Okay, yay, one more product done. I can't get anything out of here, so I guess I did actually finish this off. I just didn't realize it because, like I said, it's impossible. Until you're out of it, you don't know that you're even close to out of it. You just keep clicking. Anyway, that seems to be done, so we'll call that guy done. I can't get like one drop out of that thing. All right, let's move on to some lip products because I actually have some progress to show you on lip products, which is really exciting. I want to start with what's on my lips today. So I have 2 of the products from this project on my lips. First of all, I have the MAC lipstick in the shade Snob. That is what's like the base on my lips today. I'll swatch this so you guys can see what it looks like. It's funny because it looks totally different when I swatch it on my hand than it does on my lips. So it's a really nice blue-based pink, but on my lips, it looks like a fluorescent pink. It's so bright on my lips, and I don't know why it turns that color. It just must be the way that it mixes with my natural lip color. It just looks so bright. So often, unless I'm going for a really crazy bright pink lip, which I don't feel like wearing that often, I will pair it with a gloss over the top to tone it down a bit so it's not quite as intense of a like purple. Before I show you what's on top for the gloss, I'll show you guys all the way rolled up what I have left, and I'll try to insert a picture of where I was last time so you can have a comparison. So this is where I'm at right now. These MAC lipsticks are so hard to use up, you guys. You get so much product in them and they're so pigmented, you don't have to like go over and over and over when you swipe it on. It's like one swipe and you're good. So I find it very difficult to go through these, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, and then over the top of it, I have this lip gloss from Sephora collection. And this is a fairly sheer gloss. It doesn't have a lot of color to it, but it is more of a peachy tone gloss. So I like the way it pairs with that bright pink because it does tone it down a bit. So there's a swatch of the gloss. And as far as the gloss, I'm not seeing any gaps or anything in the product yet. So this was fairly full when I put it in this project, and I feel like even though I've used it quite a few times, I can't see a difference. And even if I give you guys a close-up, I don't think you'll be able to see a difference yet either. There's, like I said, there's no gapping happening yet. I haven't had to remove the stopper. It's still coming out strong, so I don't know on this one might be challenging. All right, next one that I have quite a bit of progress to show you. I'm really excited. This is a little baby size lipstick from Kat Von D. It's in the shade Celebutard. This has been discontinued for some time. I've been wearing this a ton. You guys have been asking me what's on my lips, and pretty much every time I'm like, this is on my lips right now. So I'm gonna swatch it. It is just a baby size. It's a really nice peachy nude. It's just like a great nude color. It's one of my favorite nudes. But it is a baby size, but look at this little nub I have left. It's just about gone. I was hoping to have this used up before this update, and I got so close. This is rolled up all the way, you guys. That is all that's left. It's just about done. I feel like a couple more weeks and I should have this gone. So I most recently had this in my purse so that I could use it for reapplication, and that's helping it go a little quicker, but I'm very confident this lipstick will be gone by my next update. So really excited about that. And then next I have a little baby lip gloss. This is from Nars. This is in the shade Chelsea Girl. This one has a little bit more pigment than the Sephora one, I feel like, but it's a lot stickier. So for that reason, I never end up wanting to wear it. I'll reach for that Sephora one over this one. There's a swatch right there. Again, it's kind of just a peachy nude color, but a little bit more pigmented than the Sephora one and just super sticky. So I don't know, it's just a baby size, so I still feel like I could get through it, but I just find myself not wanting to. So we'll see, I'm not sure. And then the last lip product that I have in this project is from Pure Cosmetics. This is a liquid lipstick in the shade Ever After. This is a really nice color. Let me swatch it for you. I really like the color, and I think it's a nice formula. It's not my favorite, but it's a nice formula for a liquid lipstick. There's that right there. It's kind of a, I don't know, a pinky purple color. Really pretty. I do find myself wanting to use this more in the fall, so I feel like in the fall I'll start to make some progress on it. I did use it quite a bit in the beginning of this project, but I don't see any real gapping in this product either, so I don't really want to give you guys a close-up because you're not going to really see anything. It's pretty full still, so we'll see. Next, I have a foundation, and this foundation is what is on my face today. This is the Givenchy Photo Perfection Liquid Foundation, and I have it in the shade number 5, so I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it is just a touch dark on me, so this time of year is when I can actually pull it off. I was trying to wear this near the beginning of the project and it was just making me look so orange. But now that I have a little tiny bit of a tan, it's working a little bit better. I still feel like it's a little dark, so I do have to bronze up my neck when I wear this, but I'm starting to feel like I can get away with it a little bit more. So now that I can, I think I will be using it more often and hopefully get through it sooner. It's so hard to tell what is left in here, you guys, because it's very deceiving. When I hold it up to the light, it looks like it's empty, but I know it's not empty, so I don't know. Let me hold it right up next to the light. It's just the way that it has like the clear glass, and then inside the product is floating, so when you kind of like do this, it makes it look hollow even though it's not. So I can't really tell what's left in there, to be honest. That's gonna be one of those that I just keep using and using until it just stops coming out. So yeah, I don't know what's left in there. And then last but not least, I wanna update you guys on my progress on this palette. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Wow, was I ambitious when I pulled this into this project, because these powders are so hard to hit pan on. I think they're just so dense and hardly pressed into the pan that even when you're using them like crazy, it just like, it's so hard to even get a dent in the product. So I have been using 2 shades in particular very frequently from this palette, and I can barely see a dent in them in person, so I don't know if you're gonna see them on camera. But I'll give you guys a close-up. First I'll insert a picture of where I was last time, and then I'll give you guys a close-up of where I am right now. All right, so this is the current progress of the palette. So I don't think you guys can see anything, but I'll show you. I've been working a lot on this shade, and if you feel it, there is a dip in the center there, but I don't think you can see it on camera. On camera, it's super hard to show that. And then the other one I've been working on is this one, and again, I've been working on this side of it, and there's a tiny dip right here, but it's so subtle. So I don't know, you guys, this is gonna be difficult to use. By the way, this powder here, a lot of people were like, oh, that one looks used. Well, that one actually came to me broken, so I have hardly touched that powder, but yeah, nothing looks super used in this palette, even though, like I said, I've been using these a ton. It's so hard to see a difference. So my only goal for this palette was to hit pan on 1 shade. That's it. And I just haven't made it yet. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it, you guys. I'm gonna keep trying specifically on those 2 shades, because those are shades that I can work into almost any look. I've been using this to set my eyelid, and then this one as like my outer transition like closer to my brow bone, and I feel like it's, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna keep trying, you guys. Any suggestions, I welcome them. Please, if you have suggestions, let me know. All right, you guys, so that is my update on my progress for my project for 2018, Use Up 18 and 2018 project. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions on how to get through these products faster, leave them down below. I'd appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.